right. Welcome, everybody, to another edition of Late Night on Base. Once again, every day, Monday through Thursday, noon PST, we're live. We're starting the show a little bit later today. Actually, our guest today was supposed to be Ehten from Send and Lewis from basically the Canton Network, but they unfortunately can't come. So it'll be a smaller show today. We'll just vibe for about 20 minutes or so, kind of going over what I'm seeing. And I was having some technical difficulties with my microphone. Never a good day. I do need to get a new intro. I've learned my intro sucks. Like straight up, it sucks. It's boring. I need some DGen energy in it, I think. So if there's someone watching actually that can make good intro videos, holler at your boy. I'd be very interested. Last year I had a pretty dope intro. If you followed me back then, it was pretty sick. I might need to bring it back. If you hear outside noise, it's outside noise. They don't pay me enough to have a secret soundproof, I guess you could say office or whatever, studio. So you're stuck with that. Anyways, welcome to the show. We're going to chat a little bit about what's going on in the markets, little updates on some guests who've appeared. God damn, that noise is terrible. Killing my vibe. And yeah, we'll get you on your way tomorrow again. We're back live. And yeah, before we begin, though, episodes brought to you. This is actually our final episode brought to you by Send, peer-to-peer cash and digital all around the world with privacy features built in. Download the Send app in your iOS store today. They are the last. This is the last show we're doing with them. I will miss the presented by Send green colors on the top right-hand corner. But in case you guys don't know, that's how this show continues to grow. We need sponsors. So if you're looking to get product placement in a show that I think is becoming kind of popular, holler. And we're actually looking to expand our team to bring on people in partnerships and things like that nature. That's how we get guests to come on for free. In case you don't know, we don't charge people to come on the show because we rely on sponsors. So been honored to have Send as the lead sponsor of the show. But July is up for grabs. So if anyone's interested, holler. We do have supporting sponsors that we need to highlight, and that is Banker, providing the agentic tooling for AI agents to operate on Base and other chains, and also BV7X. Now, BV7X basically is also agentic agent play, but with prediction markets. So you let the agents run wild, let them predict, you get consensus. Check out BV7X. They'll be on the show next week. Actually, Danny from Banker will be on the show in 2 days. So looking forward to that one. All right. Enough about that. Let's begin, shall we? Oh, and also shout out, of course, to the arena. I'm back on, baby. Elric, I was waiting for you to say good day from NYC. I cannot start my shows without getting a good day from Elric. Honestly, Elric, from the AVAX community, if there is a day that I do a show and I don't see you there, I'll be worried. If you're in the AVAX community, you need to follow Elric. My man, Joe FDO, good day. And I think he sent me a tip. Hey, appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it, Joe FDO. Good day to you. AVAX is interesting. AVAX, again, is interesting. It's a very, it's funny, man. It's like AVAX is polarizing. You got the builders who are dope, and you got the foundation that a lot of people do not like. Then there's issues of like, oh man, I was like just reading because I'm just like reading with my popcorn. I'm not a part of the AVAX community. I haven't gotten to know them that long. Only been a month. And again, late on base, we taught all chains, every show, and yeah. So I'm dabbling in Solana. I'm dabbling obviously base, Avalanche, and I guess there was this lady who I guess won first place in the Builder Games like competition. I think her name is Brooke. She won $100,000, and I'm just like looking at this interaction, and man, a lot of people do not think she deserved to win, and it didn't really help that her response was really bad, like super cocky. Like, actually, I want to highlight this because it's very interesting to me. What's this lady's name? Brooke. Brooks something. Oh man, I really hope I can find this. It's just like, yeah, so basically it's like nepotism. Like I guess the foundation, there's again, I don't know, but there's rumors that the foundation are friends with her and they gave her the first place prize just being a friend, even though it wasn't deserving. Comedy. Such a big disconnect between the foundation and the community. And I still believe the AVAX Foundation just doesn't get it. They do not get it. They do not get it. They're still business, business, business. They don't it's just I don't see really them supporting the ecosystem, the community. I think I personally do more for their ecosystem than they do by allowing builders to come on my show. I've only been around for a month. I don't know, man. I feel a disconnect there. I feel AVAX, if you're listening to the AVAX Foundation, you should come on my show. I've actually put out a couple requests if for them who want to kind of join, but crickets, my friend, crickets. Crickets. But anyways, it does not matter. All right. So let's see what's going on. Shout out to the we only have 15 people on. Come on. Come on now. We've been averaging a lot more. But it's okay. Doesn't matter if there's one person, 2,000 people, 15. It doesn't matter. We just chat. We just chat. All right. So let's point out some tweets. All right. Yeah. So we're now in the era of the grifters. Very interesting. Let's see. Share screen. Yeah, so with the Ansem launch, obviously there's now people who are going to come in who literally could care less about the industry, and one of them is Luke Belmar. This is absolutely hilarious to me. People were starting to bid this. They bid this thing up to about 16 million, and then bam, it's down to 1.52 million. I'm just wondering why. Why is anyone pushing a grifter like him? Genuinely curious. I do not know. I do not know what goes on in people's minds. Like, listen, I believe there are plays for betas. Yes, I do believe. Obviously, living under a rock, Ansem's been pushing, it's been crushing, it's been great. Obviously, success breeds copycats in a way, but I wouldn't say copycats, betas. The main runner is always the main runner. In this case, it's Ansem. Then you start seeing just like random people come in, and Luke Belmar is a top signal. Like, why would Luke Belmar be on anyone's mind? He could care less. I think when you have somebody who comes in 6 months later, who goes 6 months period before even being a part of the industry, you need to just run, bro. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? And I think this was a good tweet by Rune. If you're buying, don't say I didn't warn you. If you're buying the Luke Belmar coin, you deserve to be scammed. 100%. 100%. I do not see how anyone would buy this. But you learn. To me, the only beta that I think has a chance, and of course it's wishful thinking on my end, is Crash. Straight up, Crash is the only one that I believe can rival Ansem if he decides to endorse the coin. Simply put, because he hasn't been a grifter. He's been here for years. Like, Ansem, why is Ansem doing this so well? No one's calling him a grifter. Absolutely not. He's been around for years. He's been pushing. So people have trust on that. So I think there's something to be said about that. There is absolutely something to be said about that. If you're buying Luke, if you're buying that Luke coin, sorry, bro, you're gonna lose your money. And that's why I think people give like memes a bad name. It's because they buy dog shit like that. Don't buy dog shit like that. That's my number one suggestion. Simply put, do not buy that kind of stuff, and you should be okay. Buy, if you're gonna buy some creator coin, buy someone who actually cares about the industry, in my opinion. Again, I'm just a guy with gray hair and a DJ. So I don't know. Take it or leave it. All right, some other things that were interesting to me. Shout out to the MCG live guys. Like, they basically are crushing it. I love what they're doing. I was telling Dom, actually, we need shows like that to highlight builders. And that's what they're doing. They're building, they're highlighting more of the trenches. And I love that. It's a little different to what I do. I do highlight trenches, but I also, talk to like my show is not just a trench show. They are just a trench show. And I love that. I absolutely love what they're doing and it's needed. I'm doing something similar. Obviously, I give opportunity for trenchers as well. I also like talking to like foundation members. I like talking about like some VCs. I like talking to like the big guys as well. It's very interesting conversations. And so they highlighted something interesting to me. Let's see. Uh, let's see. I thought this was a good. What did Dom write? Let me see. I really like this quote. Let's see. This one. Let's show it. And I really, really like what they had it right here. All right. MCG hosts a GameFi day. Two of the leading quote unquote games decline to come on. Frag and Farm, both rug a week later. Stop trusting teams that hide behind an avatar and can't have a public conversation about the quote unquote project they are so passionate about. MCG Live is like a rugby punt. The rats are deathly scared to come near it. Speaking to a dev line and putting them on the spot is the easiest ways to gauge authenticity. 150% agree. Spot on. Absolutely spot on. And I quote tweeted it. If you are a serious builder, if you are somebody who cares about the project and its community, you love the opportunity to come on and showcase what you're doing, having a platform to talk, to let your community know what you're building, to show that passion, to show that authenticity, to have a platform, a stage, as you may. Those that decline is an immediate capital red flag to me. I do not give a fuck what anyone says. That is a red flag. Sure, there might be scheduling conflicts. Got it. But multiple times for a team to decide not to come on is a massive red flag. And it's happened on my show too. I won't name any names. Some are still around. I just don't get it. I mean, hey, maybe you don't like me. Okay, I guess if you don't like me. But like, say it to my face if you don't like me for whatever reason. Like, don't be a little, don't like. It's fine if for whatever reason you don't like my show, my style. Okay, fine. But I just don't see it. I feel that if you are, and that's why shows like MCG Live, my show, are important for the trenches, for the community, because it is a repellent in a way. If a team does not want to go on, be cautious. Why the fuck are you investing in it? Sure, they might have reasons, but it just doesn't make sense, especially when there is a distribution issue going on. The key moat now is no longer building. Anyone can build. The key is distribution, getting people to know about what you build. So when you have platforms like theirs, like mine, that allow people to come on to showcase it, if they don't, it's just weird to me. In case in point, though, let's look at someone who came on to both of our shows actually yesterday. Yeah, good founders generally don't shy away from interviews. They see them as an opportunity to explain their vision, communicate progress, and build trust with the community. If they decline, you have to pause for a second and ask yourself why. 100%. That's something I wrote and I stand by it because, like I said, shows like theirs and mine, there's not many of it. It just is what it is. And like I said, I really like those guys and I'm shout out to them. It's important. And to understand the importance, like let's look at CPX, for instance. They joined yesterday. They joined both of our shows, actually. I noticed there was like a revolving feature of the easy ecosystem on MCG. And yesterday I had CPX just alone. And let's see what they did. All right. Just in, CPX hits all-time high. Up 103% after appearing on both of our shows. Now, I'm not here to say, they're pumping because I'm some genius interviewer. And I'm sure those guys aren't saying they're some genius interviewer. But it makes sense for people to want to spend their hard-earned money on teams that they can hear from and make up their own decision. It's no surprise to me that people heard the founder of the founder of CPX, CapEx, and realized, wow, I'm very, very bullish on them. I like their vision. I like what they have to say, and I'm going to feel more comfortable now investing in their vision. That only happens if you come on shows and explain. And so it's very little surprise to me that it happens. Let me show you a clip from yesterday's show, actually. And again, I was more bullish now hearing it. So let's hear it.
We've got a lot of things in the work. A really big one is quantum. Everyone wants to know about quantum. So
Tell
we've got
us.
something really, really exciting. I wish I could tell, but
Darn.
it's very, very exciting.
I had to try.
You might see a little sneak peek on the website. If you guys look on there, you might see a little sneak peek. There's a little quantum tab. So something big is coming soon. That's all I can say for now.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, what is our end vision? Everyone wants to know that. And well, our end vision is that we're going to have decentralized data centers. It's inevitable. I've worked in so many data centers. I'm building one in my basement at the moment. So at the end of the day, we will have a decentralized data center for CapEx. Maybe we'll even have computing space. That's another teaser, but I can't say too much on that. But yeah, there's a lot of good things coming, and I'm really, really excited to share it all with you guys in due course.
All right. So let's listen to that. And shout out to you, Porter Tanner. I think you're new to my show. Appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. And I saw you give me a follow. So thank you for that. I'm glad you thought the interview was very telling. I did as well. And again, this goes back to my belief of same thing as what the MCG guys have said as well. If you don't join these shows and you're given the opportunity, and I hope you guys realize these shows are fucking free. I don't get paid. Guys like them, they only get paid through sponsors. Same with me. Shout out to our sponsors, Send, and also Banker and BB7X. So you're telling me if you're a builder and you have a free opportunity to come on a show and you don't, red flag. On the flip side, you get people like CapEx and you get a founder who is passionate, number one, articulate, number two, and has a vision, number three, and explains that vision. That's a winner to me. And I tweeted that. I literally said, what did I say in this tweet earlier before they jumped 103%? Was a pleasure having Rugio, founder of CapEx token on the show. Whatever your targets for CPX, think higher. Decentralized data centers is the vision, along with something very exciting regarding quantum coming. I'm telling you guys, the most talented builders on Solana are choosing to launch on Easy A Kickstart. I stand by what I say on that. And of course, listen, full disclosure, I own a bag of CapEx, but there's a reason why I own a bag of CapEx. Because I believe in the founder's vision. She had the opportunity to come on the show. She explained it, and myself, and I'm sure others, liked what they hear. Listen, could everything go down? Sure. But we're now living in a world where, again, distribution is the key thing. You need to get, especially as we live in an AI world, you need to relate to your community. So that's all I'll say. But shout out to them. They've gone up. And with that being said, I mean, I think the easy ecosystem, let's see what, real quick. I feel there, and shout out to the, how many do we got? 600 plus people tuning in live late on the base. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining my little show. I think the right guy made a very interesting comment. Let's see. The right guy. All right. The right guy. The right guy. The right guy. Let's see. He made a good tweet. Someone commented on it. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, this one. Really like this one. All right. And I think this relates very well with the easy ecosystem projects like CapEx. and utility plays. Thread Guy says Solana's next run. Where is it? Thread Guy says Solana's next run will not be driven by meme coins. My take is that the bull case for Sol making a new all-time high cannot be the resurgence of meme coins. It can help. It can add some market cap, but it's not sustainable. Solana's been pushing tokenized stocks, perps, and RWAs, reward assets, really hard. If there's going to be a narrative to rip the coin back to all-time highs, it has to be that it can be meme coins. I don't think memes will ever die. They'll get hot, then they get quiet over and over again. In order for me to bid Solana the coin, I need to see up into the right tokenized stocks or perps volume or ETF inflows, at least for me. Wholeheartedly agree. Wholeheartedly agree. Now, let's dive in on that. We all know memes in 2023 dominated the Solana cycle. The infrastructure, though, was, and what was the narrative up until maybe a few months ago? Actually, up until whenever Easy launched. I shouldn't say that. Squire or Pod or whatever I think it's called Squire. It's done pretty well. And they're not easy platform. But up until a few months ago, the narrative on Solana has always been it's the meme coin casino where degens come and there's a lot of liquidity. No real builder built on Solana. That has been the narrative for the last many years. Anyone disagrees, please feel free to shoot me a comment, but you're wrong. Now things are changing. You have platforms like EZA, you have projects like Squire. Real builders are coming. And it's no longer Base's baby. Like, I like Base. They're very much institution. But they've never had the liquidity like Solana does. They have their moments. 2024, they had a meme coin run. 2025, creator coin run, kind of. But they've always wanted to capture Solana liquidity. Always. Whether it's coming to influencers on Solana to come to their chain. They've tried everything. Solana already has a built-in casino trading culture. They just haven't had the builders. Now what things are changing, and I do believe, when it comes to memes, it's very saturated. Very saturated, but there's pockets of this. It's not like 2023 where certain things ran. Like, I don't see another whiff coming. There's so many coins. Not enough liquidity. But the new infrastructure for utility coins is there for the new builders to come. And if I'm a serious builder, and like, for instance, CapEx, the builder in CapEx, she's great. She's very educated. She's just one of many. They're choosing the easy ecosystem. Why wouldn't you launch on a platform that is geared for serious builders, but you also have Sol liquidity? I think the more projects you see, the narrative shifts. And it's very, very bullish thing for the entire Solana ecosystem because it's not saturated. There's not enough good utility projects. And I think people want to invest in something that can go up long term. I mean, of course, I think memes are here to stay. Of course, it draws attention. But I do agree. I think the next one has to be driven by utility projects. And I think there's so much going on now with the world. Like, for instance, Base is really pushing tokenized stocks. And we've had the Coinbase team on. We've had, guys like Savia come on, who's tokenizing wine. You have collectible. You have so many things. Like, the world is moving in that direction. And I think Sol has the ability to capture a lot of the interest. And yeah, I just think it's going to be really, really interesting to see how things go. Now, I think AVAX has an opportunity to kind of capture that too, but like, AVAX is so far behind in terms of the culture that just it's no longer there. It's like they're focusing on institution. That's great, but there's no culture. The culture is like 15 people on AVAX who are still there. That could change, but the Solana culture is 100% there. And I think people want to dream and make money. Utility projects can do that thing. So I'm very bullish on that. Let's just see real quick before we wrap today's show up. Like I said, we were going to have Ehten from Send. Didn't work out. He wasn't around. We'll maybe talk about Canton some other time. But let's see. Easy kickstart. Let's see what the market cap is doing on these ones. Like I said, I'm very bullish on Easy. And there's a reason why I'm vocal on it. And there's a reason why I'm putting my money where my mouth is. Because again, infrastructure matters. Solana's had a reputation of just being a gambler chain, but I think that changes. Real builders can now come on Solana. There's always room for liquidity. People go with liquidity. And if they're the platform, they're not going to choose Pump Fund. No offense to Pump Fund, but like to me, a real builder comes on easy. And let's just see kind of what, the market caps of some of these projects are doing. Like I say, I think CapEx is just a start. As they go and people see how high it goes, I think other serious builders will come. They have the most volume, 313K, 1.77 million. I think they had 2 million earlier today. And they have a bunch of other projects. Covenant will be on next week as well. Looking forward to chatting with them. But they have a lot of other great projects. Looking forward to hopefully chatting with them. You got Shelly Bay. It's like the eBay. There's just a lot going on. I personally like, of course, I'm the first to say Easy. Huge fan of Easy. I have a big bag. But I believe the meme on the platform that's going to become very popular has room to run a lot. Because not everyone wants to invest in utility projects. They might just be into memes. Why not? And it kind of then gives you direct exposure to the overall ecosystem. So if you think, hypothetically, if you think the easy ecosystem is going to continue to grow, the best builders, why not bet on the meme that represent that? That's just how the attention works. So I'm big on that one. I think it's the only meme right now too. And the only one that will have the easy name. So I like it. So yeah, I guess we'll just have to see. I mean, a lot of good projects out there. Love seeing CapEx doing really well. And I think you'll start seeing more and more utility projects come on to the chain. Other than that, I think we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up. No interviews today. You were just stuck with me. Stuck with me. Could be worse things, dude. I think I'm entertaining. I think I'm cool. Like I said, we do not have an official sponsor next month. So if you are interested to have that beautiful logo saying presented by, you get, brother, if you're the presenting sponsor and you're legit, you get shout out every show. You get a 60-second commercial every show. You get a pinned post on the media channel. We blast you. Now, granted, it doesn't say anything. You just get exposure every single day to a really good community of builders, traders, investors, just random people on the sideline. That's what we do. We want to be that source for discovery for people coming on chain and showcase the best builders building in our little ecosystem. Shout out again, once again, to the 1,400 plus people tuning in live late on a base. I'm out. Your boy Bill. Shout out to the AVAX community over on the arena. We need to get more viewers on the arena. I need to figure that part out. But I digress. All good. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Until next time, which is tomorrow. See you later. Peace.